Good morning. I will present this conference, Data Engineering for Nonverbal Expression Analysis in Borderline Personality Disorders. This was conducted by a group of researchers from a psychiatric institute in Mexico City. I am from Cuernavaca, Universidad Autónoma del Estado de Morelos, in an engineering faculty. Now, the route of that follow in this presentation is this one. In section one, we are going to talk about an introduction. Section two is the methodology. Section three is the case studies and results. And section four is the implications and future research. This study explores the application of data engineering in analysis nonverbal expression of patients with BDP during a virtual tossing game. BDP is highly susceptible to social exclusion, leading to abrupt emotional changes and impulsive behaviors. Recognizing the factors that trigger mood swings and impulsivity can help in developing strategies to handle this situation more effectively. A protocol was developed at the Psychiatric Institute Clinic to investigate some of these triggers. It was under this purpose that the ostracism study protocol was generated. Some of the treatments to manage mood swings and impulsivity associated with BDP disorder, some useful strategies followed by the cognitive behavioral therapy, the dialectic behavioral therapy, and promote the self care, including healthy habits such as regular exercises, balanced diet, and adequate rest and activities that promotes emotional well-being. Beginning with data engineering, it can be defined as an intelligent technique used to exploit the usefulness of data by improving the accuracy and interpretability of analytical models. Data engineering use the ETL process, is the extraction, transforming, and load process to collect data from various sources. It can also cleanse, normalize, and transform raw data. It is widely used in computer science and has spread to various fields of study. In experimental study of psychology and psychiatric, complex devices generate large volumes of psychological data, where data engineering can create meaningful new features in a process that is called featurization. With machine learning and techniques, we know is supervised, and reinforcement. And the selection of the machine learning algorithms took place according to their known performance. And for non-supervised learning, we use K-means, supervised learning, decision trees, and random forest. This study, the R software was used with the library of clustering and for decision trees and random forest. Beginning with k-means, it assigns each oncoming data point to one of the clusters by minimizing the sum of the squares of the clusters of squares. It starts with an initial set of randomly chosen centroids. We can see here that the formula is minimization the distance with each of the data point to the clustering center. Um, in supervised learning, decision trees were implemented, and this allows you to easily understand and interpret the decision made by the model. The components are the nodes, branches, and leaves, and the root node represents the most relevant variable in the classification process. The random forest generate multiple decision trees, and it has proved that it considerably improved the classification. Okay. In the methodology we follow is the instructions were provided to participants in a room located in the institutes, followed by the virtual game into condition, inclusion, and exclusion. The participant facial expression were recorded using a camera, and the videos were analyzing using the face reader software. Okay. Okay. decision trees and random forests for the transforming process. Okay, these data engineering techniques are crucial for extracting, as we say, and this was the methodology we use. And this feed a dashboard in the load phase that makes the group of doctors to see the results applied in the transformation phase. Now, the subjects, the study involves 14 women with a confirmed diagnosis of BDP according to the DSM 5 diagnostic criteria. The average age among the patients were 25 years, with an average schooling of 14.7 to 27 years. And the material, as we said, was the face reader software. That's uses to quantify nonverbal expression. The action units are recorded in this software, and the emotional facial expression, the heartbeat, among others. We see here in this picture the action units, some of the action units. Beginning with the case studies and the results, the study aimed to determine the nonverbal response during the cyberball paradigm, which the patient participates in equal terms, conditional inclusion versus ostracism, was generated. In this picture, we saw that this is the person, the participant, it was excluded. It's the exclusion because they don't get the ball to the participant, and this was a recorder um, with the camera, we say. Okay, and now the data sets with the total number of register is in this table, and the grouping was carried out with to cluster with the idea that they were separated by the task condition. And the k-means was applied to each data set of the participants to obtain a grouping, knowing the attributes that differentiated the totality of the data. With the unsupervised learning segments, half of the participants were classified in head movements. This was the classification they saw. The classification, the grouping have. And in this table, the data tree and random forest were applied with the level of cluster. And here in this table, the participants 8 and 10 were not clustered by 2 as seen. Okay, and it don't have any with that level of the cluster. And we see here that the heaviest weight, the condition of the task is for just for four participants, and for seven was cabeza, and for three was the cabeza, and the second future was the heart rate. Well, supervised learning accuracy and relevant features for task condition. We apply supervised learning now in the condition with the task condition level. And we eliminate the discriminants obtaining in can means and obtain the following. We are very satisfied with the results, and it can be seen the elements obtained with decision trees are the same in almost all the cases, like that we obtain in random forest. Okay, and we see here, for example, for data for participant five, we see that with the random forest model, it increments the accuracy in the data tree, and we add three of the elements: surprise, confusion, and anger, and improves the accuracy of the model. And with other participant 13, we see the decision tree was lower, and the elements were the same, and we improve with these others. We have one of them that is different here. Well, happiness is in both, and maybe in all the cases we have mescled. We have in passion 4 there was a difference in decision tree and random forest. Well, in the results obtained from data engineering and machine learning techniques, found the condition of inclusion and exclusion were not the main discriminants for all the participants. with the unsupervised classification show the relevance of head movements and heartbeat in for participants. We said is the task condition. Okay, and these main features of each participant were obtained, and it feeds a visualization dashboard. We see here the dashboard, and we can see it. Let me have this. This is the dashboard, and we can make here some uh, uh, we can see the head movements in the participant was this six. The task condition was these participants, well, with all the futures, the four participants. And if we can want to see the action units, we can see in this in this dashboard, and we can go to the page with the action units are showed, and we can see that action unit 43 was the most, the value, highest value, and it's eye close, like we here he can see. And 17, also 17 is chain razor we have here. Okay, well, now we see that. Okay. And in the conclusion, the study demonstrates the effectiveness of using data engineering to offer featurization and new predictive values to support informed decision by clinicians, and the potential of these techniques to support informed clinician decision and future research in this field is underscored. And this is the group of researchers. This is Jairo, Andres, Ivan, Adriana, Alejandra, and I. And we continue with this protocol. And also, I want to show you that the let me say, where is it? If I have some time, and we have accepted this paper that have all the information in psychiatric exploration of this protocol, and it's accepted, but it's in process to be published. Thank you so much.